lesson, it's how to apply for credit cards or what you need for actual credit cards. Once you're done with secured credit cards, right? You have the Discover, you got the credit builder card, you got the Capital One or whatever, you got the Self. After 4 to 6 months of having that, then you want to go to real credit cards such as Chase Freedom Unlimited. Discover it, they'll automatically go from to a secured credit card to a regular credit card. Same thing with Capital One. But once you want to upgrade to like Bank of America, Citibank, Chase, or Amex, then you want to go to Experian.com or myficoscores.com and get your real FICO credit scores. Fuck Credit Karma. They are pieces of shits. They will lie to you. If it tells you you have a 750, in reality you have a 640. So don't listen to Credit Karma. Only go off of what myficoscores.com says or Experian. And do not, with Experian, do not sign up for Experian Boost because that will fuck you over in the long run. Now, when it comes to high limits, you will need a 750 plus when it comes to funding a business or credit card stacking. Now, best cards for average or below average credit scores. So, a good score is anywhere from 680 to 700, and then a perfect score is anywhere from 715 and above, right? So, if you have, let's say, a 680 and above, then you're a pretty good position to get a credit card with Chase. Now, here's the thing. With Chase, they have this stupid ass rule called the 524 rule, right? So if you got approved for 5 credit cards in the last 24 months, aka 2 years, no matter how good your score is, they're gonna deny you because they're pretty much being those like, um, you know, little bitches where they're like, oh, you didn't pick us first. No, like fuck off. So they're dig holes exactly like that. So if you only got the Discover and the Credit Builder the last 2 years, then I would say get the Chase Freedom Unlimited first. If you're a student, they have student credit cards too. So let me just show you real quick. Actually, no, you guys can do that. So here's the thing: when you apply for credit cards, if you are making, let's say, $40,000 a year, when they ask you how much you make before taxes, which is gross, do not just put $40,000. You want to put $39,472, or if you're making $70,000 a year, you want to put $69,000 or $72,388.32. That way it looks realistic. You do not ever want to round it up and just be like, oh yeah, I just make $70,000 a year. No, like just go off of what your taxes says. Now, keep in mind, if you are making 6 figures and you want to go get some credit cards, if you go to Chase or Amex, I would highly, highly prefer you to go call them or go in person and apply for credit cards in person or on the phone. Because if you make 6 figures and you tell them that you make 6 figures on the application, they are going to request taxes or bank statements or whatever, just to confirm that you are making what you say you are making. If you're making anywhere below $80,000, they don't really give a fuck. They're not gonna check. They'll just go off of what your credit already gives out. So yeah, definitely, if you're starting out, let's say you're young or whatever, and you're not making that much money, just make up some random number. And when it comes to rent, if you're young, you're not making that much money. I would always put $300 to $400 a month as your rent, wherever you live. Even if you live with your parents, just put that you only do $300 a month. So that way they know that you're kind of like responsible, right? So that it's very simple. Just make sure you don't round up the number. Check your FICO scores. Check your Experian.com. And if you guys are interested in funding or getting funded, just hit me up on Instagram at EdwardMiranda_consulting. Again, that's EdwardMiranda_consulting. And then we'll tailor a strategy depending on what you're trying to do with your credit, get you funded up to $500,000. If you have a business credit or an LLC, we can get you up to that. If it's only personal credit funding, we can get you up to $150,000.